the presentation of our wonderful awards will begin now. So I'm thrilled that it seems to have fallen to me to present the 2019 Unsung Hero Award. This is presented by Compassionate Brattleboro. The mission of Compassionate Brattleboro is to raise community awareness about the meaning of compassion in our lives and ways in which compassion can influence the town's government, the organizations and institutions within the town, and most important, among the town's citizens in our daily lives, interactions with others. So we're honoring the volunteers in Brattleboro, Marlboro, and Putney who are opening their homes, giving of their gardens, of their transportation, of their language skills, of their caring and compassion to provide a safe and caring place for individuals who are in this country seeking asylum under U.S. law from persecution in their home countries. The asylum process is not a quick one, as it's currently organized in our society, and it's, as I think we all understand, a somewhat stressful one in the current environment. The Community Asylum Seekers Project is a southern Vermont institution that is working in communities beyond the ones that I have identified and that we are honoring. But as a Brattleboro-based organization, we are honoring these volunteer communities. CASP itself has gotten a fair amount of publicity and I think toots its own horn. But the volunteers who are actually doing the work, and as I say, opening their homes, giving of their lives, this is something that is not widely known. So we are pleased to honor this. I would like to say a special remembrance and appreciation for Gudron Weeks. That I think it's probably appropriate to say that without her leadership and vision, CASP in Brattleboro would not exist or would not be functioning in the way that it is currently. And one of my personal pleasures is that Gudron pulled me into this wonderful group of volunteers and community people. Gudron died at the last May, and at the time that she died, preparations were just being made for Brattleboro to accept its first asylum seekers. She and I went to a house meeting to hear about CASP, and I thought, gee, that's a good idea. It's nice that somebody's doing that. Gudron, on the other hand, went home and banged on the door of everyone within 2 blocks of where she lives on South Main Street, saying, this is what's needed. Are you willing to help? Are you willing to be part of providing a home, a safe place for an asylum seeker? The response from someone who has the energy and the sparkle that Gudron had knocking on your door is hard to resist. Immediately it was clear that there was a critical mass in the South Main Street area of town to be able to successfully host and support an asylum seeker. And a little publicity Besides being a member of our Quaker meeting, Gudron was an avid musician from the time that she was young. She played violin, which was actually how I first met her, was through violin playing, and she was a devoted member of the Wyndham Orchestra here in town. And the next concert of the Wyndham Orchestra, which is on Sunday, May 19th, is devoted to Gudron Weeks. So I have a few handouts that you can kind of pick up there, but you can look for it. So we're going to remember Gudron for her life of music, but we're also remembering her for her commitment to compassion, to direct, simple action, and to neighborhoods. So we have 3 awards. The first one goes to Community Asylum Seekers Project, Putney. And thank you. So, to read the award, this is honoring the volunteers working to provide safe and caring places to live for individuals awaiting for adjudication of their application for asylum in the United States. This includes providing food, clothing, and other material support for these persons prohibited from working in the U.S. Would you like to say anything?
On behalf of the group in Putney, we're very pleased to accept this honor.
And for Community Asylum Seekers Project volunteers, Marlboro.
I'm left-handed. Do I get to stand up?
So do we still shake it? And would you like to say anything about volunteers and
very quickly, we're still waiting, although we've identified who was going to come, and we've been ready since February. So it's part of the long process that Doug's talking about. Our project is a combined one with Marlboro College, so it's a little different than some of the others. And I'm delighted to accept this on behalf of our joint endeavor.
You've got wonderful colors for TV.
I'd just like to say that because I lived a lot of my life in Central America, I feel that the Community Asylum Seekers Project has given me a community, that people that I enjoy being with, and it just feels so wonderful to be doing our pequeño granito de arena, like they say in Spanish, our little grain of sand, to confront this terrible injustice that's happening with the social systems in Central America, where we're complaining about Venezuela and all the people fleeing Maduro in Venezuela, and when there are people fleeing a capitalist system that is not functioning correctly, they're all murderers and rapists. So that's why I'm very glad and grateful for the Community Asylum Seekers Project.
And let the, Steve, would you like to say anything? Sure. Do you want to add anything?
Definitely thank you all for coming, and thank you to the Compassionate Brattleboro group. But most of all, thank you to the volunteers of CASP. It's really clear to me why community is part of our name. that this is not something that a few people do. And it's great to have examples. I was thinking, Doug talked about Gudron Weeks. I was talking at that little house meeting with maybe 10 people sitting around in someone's living room, and I didn't know this older woman who was, as far as I thought she was snoring over on the sofa. But she's the one that went home and totally organized her neighborhood and made a complete difference in the lives of, yes, the asylum seekers that are living here in Brattleboro, but the community as well. That, all of these many, many volunteers we have give to, make a community that gives and helps asylum seekers, but the project definitely helps the community as well. It adds diversity. I think most of our asylum-seeking guests are volunteering in some form or another within our community. And it gives our community a sense that we are part of creating a world of social justice, and that's important. So thank you all. There is a donation jar over in the most inconvenient spot in the room. Help yourself if you have any money you want to part with that would be well used. But most important is, if you're not already an unsung hero by volunteering with us, you can. It's not too late. And there's a sign-up sheet going around. Dempster back there has a sign-up sheet, and there's room for all of you to sign up, and then we'll get you onto our email list. But you can also go to our website, and there's many, many ways that you can volunteer, from home, in person, from far away, from close by, etc. So please join us. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
So, let the unsung be unsung no more.
We have the basses, we have the tenors, we have the altos, we have the sopranos. Come on around. We're going to bass, tenor, alto, soprano. And while they're collecting bass, tenor, alto, soprano in the end, we'll do kind of curve around and just bunch in. We want to sing for the unsung heroes a Buddhist invocation. A Buddhist invocation that has some of the words that ends, calling out to hungry spirits everywhere through endless time, calling out to hungry hearts, all the lost and left behind, gather around and share this meal, your joy and your sorrow, I make it mine. And where's my beautiful wife? Oh, yes. Calling out to hungry hearts everywhere through endless time. You who wander, you who thirst, I offer you this body mine. Calling out to hungry spirits everywhere through endless time, calling out to you for your wonderful work.
Thank you. And do a little marketing here. I'd like to introduce everyone to our community. This is Erin O'Connor, and she is the new executive director of And we're just so excited to have her here in Brattleboro, especially with all of her talents. So, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you for introducing her.